Yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy, Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live streaming session, guys. Today, we're going to try to get these done in an hour and a half. I do have a little bit more time tonight because I'm not pressed for time as I was yesterday. I want to shout out to everyone who's been here all the time. Shout out to you guys who were only here part of the time. Shout out to you guys who are just joining me today. Shout out to you guys who can only join the replay section of the replays of the videos I post. I'm thankful for all of you guys. Believe that or not, I am very happy that I am at 118 subscribers. I'm really, really excited about that. We're going to keep pushing forward, guys. We're going to try to get that 500 and 1,000 and 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 mark, guys. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm building. And for those of you who are confused about that, let me go over my spiel real quick. So this channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. So the first part is the practice session. The second part is about the improvisational section. So the practice session is where I practice, you practice, we practice together. So we can go from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. Now we do that by following a very basic structure. That structure is basically can be interchangeable, but we're basically doing warm-ups, scales, chords, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, different chords and voicings, different chord progressions, different licks of the week, as well as different cover songs that we can use to help build the foundation that we need for this channel. The second thing that we do is we're obviously going to create the second part of that is to do the improvisational section. So improvisational section is clearly exactly what it sounds like. It's just going to be about me improving on the channel. I'm sorry, I just had to make sure I kept this open because one of the things that's difficult with this channel as well is to make sure that the technological part of it, the technology side of it, is always up and running so I can see the chat. So anyway, the improvisational section, it's about me improving. It's about you getting to sit on your throne of judgment and letting me know what you think about how I'm improving, if I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad, if I'm doing great, if I'm doing terribly, if I'm doing okay. And you can tell me that on the live stream, or you can write me later on Instagram, Facebook, email, whatever. Medium is your preferred one to let me know if I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad, if I'm doing great, or if I'm doing terribly. You can suggest different influencers or different exercises that will help us get from the intermediate to the advanced level. We're all about getting better here, okay? It's my hope that you will not only feel comfortable but confident enough to where you can look at the playlist section of my channel, check out the videos that I posted, the backing tracks that I posted. Again, they're not my backing tracks, but these are open licensing backing tracks that you yourself can play against. Record yourself playing against those backing tracks, upload those videos to YouTube, and then share them with me. And with and only with your permission, at least once or twice a month, I'd like to talk about how you guys attack the fretboard using those songs, how I've attacked the fretboard using those songs, and what we can do as a collective to get better. Both of those things are in service to the third thing, which is about me creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X. It's about me using my understanding of the fretboard, my understanding of the guitar, my understanding of music theory to create the best music I can in Logic Pro X. I will be singing, I will be songwriting, I will be writing different guitar parts, different solos, different sound design projects to create the best music I possibly can. I'll be working by myself and with other people as well. 100% of the music I'll be putting out obviously will be in an effort for me to get better. 10% of that, 90% of that will be music I'm creating for myself personally, where the 10% will get broken up in 2 parts. 5% for music that I work on with other musicians who are trying to write songs, and the other 5% is music that I'm creating for other people who work in the film industry, because they're always looking for new music to post and to use in their films. And it's very hard to do with licensing and things of that nature, but I'm friends with a lot of them, so I just, I work with them, they work with me. It's a win-win situation. Lastly, guys, I ask people to obviously like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Obviously, because when I post these videos, as I post them every single day, these videos still serve for me as where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. So when people don't really watch the channel, I still go back on those videos and see what people have written. That kind of helps me in that way. But I ask people to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, not just so that I can grow this channel to be the biggest channel ever. I do this because I want people to also help me get involved with the Amazon affiliate program as well as the YouTube partnership program. But I can only do that once I reach a certain amount of subscribers. I don't know if it's 500 or 1,000, but that's the first step into just applying for that process. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. The only way I can do so is to have a minimum of 500 to 1,000 subscribers. So please like, comment, subscribe to this channel so I can do less of the second thing, which is to ask people to donate to the channel. Now, there are 2 ways in which a person could donate to my channel. You can donate either through my Ko-fi account, that's directly, so that's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. I will make that link available in the chat. It is already available in the description. You can donate €1 or more to the channel, and every euro counts. Okay. And also, what was the second thing I was going to say? Oh yeah. You can help out in another way, which is an indirect way to help finance the channel, is through cryptocurrency referral links. Again, I'm not a financial expert. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. However, I am sharing my passion of guitar with you. I also very much enjoy and very passionate about trading cryptocurrency. I believe in its applications in the future, and we can have that conversation off stream if you'd like to do so. But if you want to get involved in the cryptocurrency space, I have 4 platforms on which you can trade that are available in the description. Those things, this has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, or my channel has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, but if you get involved in those spaces and you want to get better perks and benefits, if you use my referral links to sign up for any of those platforms, you will get perks and benefits that would never be offered to you otherwise. But again, whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me as I'm the referring client. They want older heads, older people like me to get newer clients in the door. That's just how it works, okay? And so it's a win-win situation because whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me, and as I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back in the platform, that's how it helps out. Lastly, the easiest way to help out with this channel is to like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But also, helping by subscribing to me across all of the platforms in which I'm currently sitting will inevitably help out my YouTube channel. I'm currently on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and now Discord. Helping me grow those platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. And help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels, because those other platforms, because one hand washes the other. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started here today. I'm going to go ahead and post these things into the chat. My coffee account, I'm going to post that into the chat real quick so you have that. And you can make a donation if you'd like to. You don't have to. I would love it if you could. If you don't want to or you can't do it, I understand that. That's totally fine. You know, we're all strapped for cash. It's a tough situation we're all in economically. So let me go with this. Again, as I said this before, you don't have to donate to the channel, but if it helps. It'd be very helpful. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you could. We did that. I don't need to get rid of that. I'm going to go ahead and post as well the lick of the week so that you guys can have that. Copy link. Go ahead and post that so you guys have that. Also, just before we get started here, happy Friday, y'all. Shout out to you guys for being here now that I've already posted it. I'm going to pin this real quick. Hundreds for everybody that's here. I understand a lot of you, it's a Friday. It's not easy to be here. I can assure you. I remember watching a video of David Goggins once where he said, sometimes I spend like an hour staring at not an hour, but I spend like 20, 30 minutes staring at my shoes before I put them on, before I go for a run. And similarly today, I was looking at the platform, looking at this and all the stuff I had to do today. And I was like, oh man, I gotta do this live stream. Cause sometimes like when you're working on stuff and it's not moving as quickly as you want it to, it's obviously going to weigh on you, and it's hard. It's not always easy to be here, but, I'm here. And the other part of the thing is the other part of the process that I love showing people. Some people will make jokes or say mean things on the channel from time to time. Like yesterday, I got some hater comments, and they'll be like, you suck, this, that, and the other. And so it's hard sometimes, but at the same time, it's like, this is what I want to build. So taking that criticism and understanding it, taking it for what it is, just somebody probably just trying to vent online, or maybe somebody who didn't really have that good of a day and just saw me as an, I don't want to say that. It's just like it was easier to just unload their anger onto me for whatever reason. Yeah. People being mean spirited, it weighs on you, and sometimes it's not easy. But I want people to be a part of this process to understand what it takes to build something, especially when you're passionate about it. And sometimes you're gonna have to jump through hurdles, even though some of those hurdles are not as nice to jump over. It's already difficult to get better at stuff, but it's even more difficult when you have everyone, when you have people who are just, not too nice. But shout out to you guys again. Happy Friday to all you guys. Let's get started here. We're gonna work on the alternate spider picking pattern from the 1st to the 16th fret, y'all. Let's go. Now, today I'm going to turn up the volume on this so I can make sure that I have it, because yesterday I forgot to do that. Came off okay. Came pretty good. Let's go right into the John Petrucci Bite of the Mosquito style exercise. Guys, again, if you have any questions or comments, if I don't see them right away, again, please don't take that as like I'm not looking at them or that I'm just purposefully ignoring them. I can't see them. Your boy has to toggle between two different tabs, or 3 or 4 or 5 different tabs, because your boy doesn't have more than one screen. Sorry about that. I'm poor, and that is what it is. Poor is not the right word. I'm in a financially disadvantageous position. See how I PR'd the shit out of that. Anyway, let's get right to it. Let's go right into the the John Petrucci Bite of the Mosquito style exercise, guys. I did that wrong because I should have taken this tempo up to 190 beats per minute. I messed up. My bad, jotties. Although, technically speaking, because I was playing that first one in double time, I was actually playing it faster, so that might help. Now we're going to work on the alternate spider picking pattern from the 1st to the 16th fret at 190 beats per minute. This one I've struggled with for whatever reason when I'm doing my upstroke. It's like rushing, and I'm not sure why, but with this new pick grip, it's just going to be really weird. So still working on it. Yeah, that exercise is just going to need a lot more work. Again, guys, I'm working on a new picking grip this year. For those of you who don't know, yeah, there's going to be some struggles with it. There just are. 190 beats per minute. We're going to work on the chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret. Y'all, let's get it going. Yep, went up a little bit higher on that one than I should have. We went actually to the 18th fret, so my bad, shotties. Now we're 190 beats per minute, guys. We're going to go down. I'm going to turn this volume down so I don't blow people's eardrums out their damn face holes. So we're going to get right into the selective picking exercise that we're doing today. 140, 150, 160 beats per minute. Then we're going to do the second exercise that we just started, and I'm going to do that at probably 100 beats per minute, and we're going to stay at 100 beats per minute because I don't, maybe even 90. I don't know. I'm not as good at it, as strong as I am at the other ones. And that's not saying much because I'm not strong at any of them, but the other ones I could do it at a little bit faster of a tempo. So 140 beats per minute, y'all. Again, I'm not looking at the chat section, so I don't know if anybody's written anything. I'm going to check real quick. Again, if I don't... Kill Switch Engage, great question. No, I know the band, but I'm not I never really listened to Kill Switch Engage like that. I did listen to a lot of bands that you'd be surprised that I actually listened to. I don't know anything from Kill Switch Engage personally. Or off the top, I don't think I know anything from Kill Switch Engage. Not at all. My bad, Shotty. But I did listen to, when I grew up, I did listen to hardcore. Okay, I'll put it that way. Okay. I guess you can say like hardcore, like emo, post-hardcore, things of that nature, like As I Lay Dying, groups like that. I don't know if you guys have any other ones that you would listen to, but I listen to a little hardcore. I guess I don't know if you count Letter Kills. I don't know if that counts as hardcore. The Chiodos, does that count as hardcore? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, 140 beats per minute. Let's go. Kill Switch Engage. That's a great name drop. Well, I don't want to toot my own horn, but that one was perfect. That one was absolutely fucking perfect for me. Perfect. We'll see if we can do this, keep up the same energy at 150, 160. With this new picking grip, it's probably not going to happen, but we're going to try. Few mistakes on that one. Still sounded pretty clean overall. Pretty clean. Let's go 160, y'all. Shout out to you guys for being here. Now I'm going to take down the tempo down to 100 beats per minute. We're going to work on this new one that I showed you the other day. So I'm going to do it. That's what it sounds like. So I got to keep working on that one because, like I said before, we just started the first one. Well, we did the first trial run earlier in the week. So yeah, I'm gonna pause this. I don't know why I need to pause this because we're gonna go right into the scales, guys. We're gonna start at 190 beats per minute. We're gonna work on the D sharp, the D major scale, followed by the D sharp, E flat major scales at 190 beats per minute, not 192. And then we're going to go right into the minor pentatonic equivalent scales where we're doing the D minor pentatonic scale followed by the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scales. Yes, again, on Sunday, the day after tomorrow, obviously, we will be going into the, I want to say, is it E and Fs? Those are the chords we're going to do. And every other day, I'm going to switch between E and F major scales, I believe, okay? I don't have my book in front of me, but yeah, I believe those are the ones that we're doing next week. We will be changing the scales, which means, you guessed it, the improvisation, not the improvisational stuff, the instrumentals are going to be changing keys as well. Guys, if you haven't checked out my instrumentals, please go ahead and do that. If you haven't gone ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please do that as well. It's free, and it makes your boy feel real good about himself, especially on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into these scales, guys. I appreciate all you guys again for being here. Shout out to you. Shout out you. Let's get this thing going, all right? Hundreds for everybody. First position. D major scale, 190 beats per minute, if I can figure out which one it is. Okay, got it. Second position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, fourth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. I get so concentrated on making sure I'm focusing on the script that I forget where I am. Scale-wise. Fifth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Yeah, let's get it going. Seventh position? Yeah, seventh position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position, the D sharp E flat major scale. The D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into the D sharp E flat major scale at 190 beats per minute, y'all. Sounds like it's more of this coffee. Into that. Let's go. 190 beats per minute, y'all. Let's get it going. Second position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. D sharp, E flat major scale, in case I didn't make that clear. Fourth position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. D sharp, E flat major scale, my bad. Seventh position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position, of the D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Now let's get right into the minor pentatonic equivalents. We're going to start with the D minor pentatonic scale and go right into the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scales. We're not going down under. We're going to stay at the same tempo. All right, let's get it going. Well, I got to figure out where it is first. The second position, D sharp, E flat, minor pentatonic. I'm sorry, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position. Third position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going, y'all. Fourth position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's get it going. Fifth position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going, y'all. And finally, the sixth position of the octave position, the D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going, y'all. Now let's get right into the final part of the final scale, which is the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's get it going. Second position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. D sharp, E flat, my bad. Minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Now we gotta get right into the sixth position or the octave position, the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale. Let's go. Now, guys, we're going to turn off the metronome because we do not need the metronome for this section of it. Shout out to you guys that are here that are working with me on a Friday. I know it's not easy. It sucks. Practicing is not fun. What is fun is getting better. Seeing yourself get better and watching yourself progress is always a fun thing to do, which is why we're doing it, why I'm doing it, and why I'm asking you guys to join me on my journey for my growth. And hopefully you're growing as a guitar player with me. And so, yeah, shout out to you guys who are here. If you guys haven't done so already, I would absolutely love it if you took the time to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Check out the instrumentals I post every single day. I'm using this skill set to help me grow as a musician, but also as a producer and a songwriter, and I'm asking you guys to check out some of these things to let me know what you think about them production-wise, maybe even give me some tips and tricks, maybe see if you like them, maybe if they're too repetitive for you, maybe you might not like them that way, and obviously a lot of the stuff is subjective, but it would be really nice to get some feedback from you guys to see what you guys think about them, even if you just like them, say, oh, that's pretty cool, like even something like that. But like, comment, subscribe to the channel, obviously, and yeah, let's get right to it. We're going to go right with the Find the Note. Find the Note's an exercise recommended by Joe Satriani, okay, guitar player you should know. Even if you don't know his work, you should know he's a famous guitar player. Yeah, find the note. Plus 12 minus 12 method. If you know the position below the 12th fret on any given string, if you add 12 to whatever fret number that is, you find its position above the 12th fret. Similarly, or conversely, depending on how you look at the glass, if you know its position above the 12th fret, you subtract 12 from that number and you find its lower octave position below the 12th fret. Okay, it's that simple, guys. We're in standard tuning of E, A, D, G, B, E, as we will always be unless otherwise specified, and I sincerely doubt there will be a context outside of learning specific songs that will be it will be necessary for me to figure out, necessary for me to change the tuning of my guitar. Okay, that's just not really something that's really worth the while on this channel, at least unless I'm working on that. I don't see the point in tuning guitar, unless I'm playing a song, like I said, that I need to sing to in a specific key and my voice doesn't hit the register of the E, A, D, G, B, E standard tuning. That's the only reason I could see that working out that way. But outside of that, we're going to be in standard tuning, guys. So we're going to find the note, okay? It's E, A, D, G, B, E. We're going to find the D note, okay? Next week it's going to be we're going to toggle between E and F because that's the scales that we're going to be in. So we're in D, which puts us at 10 and 22. Why? Because we know that at 10 you find the D note on the E string. You add 12 to 10, you get 22. Similarly, if you knew that we were at 12 or 22, but you didn't know we were at 10, because 22 is above the 12th fret, you subtract 12 from 22 and you get 10, guys. It's that simple. Now we're going to the high E string, which happens to be on the same 10 and 22. We're at 10 frets, 10 and 22 on the low E string. Then we're going to go to the A string, which puts us at, 5 and 17 on the A string. And then we go from 5 to 17 on the A string back to the E string, which puts us back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. Then back to 10 and 22 on the high E string before we go to the B string, which puts us at, you guessed it, 3 and 15, okay? Now we're going to go back to the E string, which puts us at 10 and 22 again. which puts us back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. And now back to 5 and 17 on the A string before we go to the D string, because we already know it's in D, it's open in 12, okay? Because we consider any string that plays the note that you want, we consider that 0. You add 12 to that number and you get 12. You subtract 12 from 12 and you get that number. Or you get 0. You get that number, obviously. Now back to 5 and 17 on the A string. Frets 5 and 17 on the A string. Now back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. Now back to 10 and 22 on the high E string. And back to 10 and 22, 3 and 15 on the B string. I'm getting all kinds of discombobulated here. Now we're going to go to the G string, which puts us at, you guessed it, 7 and 19. So let's get there. Back to the D string, which puts us back to open and 12, okay? That's simple, guys. Now back to 5 and 17 on the A string. And we're going to finish up here with going to the 10 and 22 on the low E string, and then we're going to finish up with these slides before we get right into the chords, which go like this. Alright, so I'm going to try to make these vastly more fun to do by working on a different, I guess, strumming pattern. So I'm going to try to play around with some of these strumming patterns. I want to make a strumming pattern thing available for you guys so that we can have a little bit more fun with learning these chords. We're working on the chords right now, so I'm going to go ahead and post this. Again, this triad book, because we're working on the triads, obviously, as we have been the last couple of weeks, and hopefully I'll have these done by the end of the month of February. No promises, but that's what the goal is. So at least we know all the shapes, and that way we can play them in every single note and every single chord. Yeah, so what was I going to say? These suck. Learning chords sucks. It's not fun. Learning scales sucks. It's not fun. But it's the most rudimentary, most fundamental stuff you must learn as a musician, period. You need to know scales, you need to know chords, you need to know key signatures and time signatures. There's certain things you just have to know, okay? You can't chat GPT in the middle of a show, at least not now, and that would be ridiculous because it's less fun. You want to be able to feel the instrument, you want to be able to talk with your instrument like you're talking, and the only way to do that is to build your chord vocabulary, okay? Notes and scales are like, words and sentences that you put together in stories and in books, and you're using that language to write with it. So it's important that you learn this stuff, okay? That's how I feel about it. So we're going to go right to these chords charts. Again, these are not fun. They're not written the way that I would want them to be written, in the sense that, like, I have a problem with the visual way that they've posted these. It's just not as visually appealing as the Guitar Thinker website, but the Guitar Thinker website only has the major and the minor triads. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong, or I didn't navigate the site correctly, but that is what it is, okay? So let's get right to this. We're going to start with the D. We're going to do the diminished chords, so we're going to do the D major and D minor, the D diminished chords, followed by the D sharp, E flat diminished chords, and then we're going to go right into the augmented chords, which are my favorites because the shapes are practically identical up and down the fretboard, and that makes it a hell of a lot easier. Again, personal opinion. Let's go. I'm going to try to work on these. And again, you guys are going to be like, oh, what does this sound? Like somebody wrote yesterday, oh, it sucks. It sounds like it's making my ears bleed. It's like, dude, we're practicing here. Like, that's what the live stream is about, us practicing together, at least for now. So let's get right into these D chords. We're starting with strings 1, 2, and 3, which for me would be the E, A, D. I know people write it as 6, 5, 4. For whatever reason, in my brain, 1, 2, 3 works easier, so I don't know why. And then I think it's here. Yeah. Again. like that particular strumming pattern because it always makes me feel like there's a train coming. And and to be honest with you, I learned how to strum like that from a Dave Matthews song called Two Step. True story. I'll never forget where I heard it. I'll never forget the context I heard it in. But Dave Matthews Band, I was never a huge fan of them, but this song really, I loved that song, Two Step. Check it out. It's a weird stretch, man. No Diddy. So that's a weird stretch. It's a tough stretch. No, Diddy. I don't know why you got to be the first. That's like, I don't even want to get into that. Never mind. I was going to say something, but I was like, I'm not trying to get canceled on the internet today. Not today, Lord. Not today. Anyway, now we're going to strings 3, 4, and 5, which is I didn't say that before. So 1, 2, 3 is E, A, D. 2, 3, 4 is A, D, G. 3, 4, 5 is D, G, B. And 4, 5, 6 is G, B, E. So we're on the D, G, and B strings, okay? And I know it's written backwards. I said it again, but my brain just remembers it that way. So my bad, shotties. Trying to figure out where this is. So this is the D. Oh. So technically we have to be here then, I guess. That's why this one's really hard, is because I can't always figure out where this one is. Because again, the chords aren't written the right way. I mean, they're not written in a way that's appealing to the eyes. So I got this one. So I have to figure this stuff out in real time sometimes, because it's like... So it's... And now we're going to get right into the bottom 4 string chords, thankfully, because bottom 4 strings on the G, B, E strings. One day I'm going to get this right. I really hate doing these diminished triads because I'm really terrible at them. But I would imagine a lot of times, especially like when like when you study math and stuff, sometimes you really hate concepts. But then the harder you work on them, then once you get them, it becomes your favorite because it's like you worked so hard at it, it becomes your favorite. This is similar to that. I think that's going to be something for me later down the line. I'll be like, well, I really like the D. I really like the. I heard that. Yeah, I really like the D minor diminished or the D major triads or D triads. So we'll see how that works out. And then this one will be here. To strings 2, 3, and 4, or the A, D, and G. Going to strings 3, 4, and 5, or the D, G, and B strings. So if I can figure out where those are. Now the bottom 4 string chords just sound like this. And then here. One more again. I'm so thankful I'm done with the diminished chords because I am so bad at them. But again, being bad at something is not an excuse to not do them. It is more of an excuse to do them because that's how you get better. You got to work on the stuff that you suck at in order to get better. And that's unfortunate. It's annoying. But again, I want you guys to see me struggle with some of this stuff because I want you to understand this shit doesn't happen overnight. So when you see me in December and I'm crushing these triads, okay, and I'm doing really, really good with the major, minor, sevenths, major seventh, minor seventh chords, you see me seeing. I want you to remember this time. Remember, bring this back into your mind so that people see this is what it takes to get to that next level. The bullshit. And then I make myself look stupid on the internet. So you don't have to. You're welcome. You're welcome, world. Thanks, Muzzy. You're welcome, world. Let's get right into these augmented chords. Again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the inside or the 2-3 strings on 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so. Now we're going to strings 2, 3, and 4 with sound a little something like this right here. Yeah, right into the bottom 3 strings, which is the D, the G, B, E, diminished, D augmented chords. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to get right into the D sharp E flat augmented chords. I keep saying major and minor augmented and diminished chords. I'm pretty sure major and minor augmented and diminished chords don't exist. I'm pretty sure they're just called augmented and diminished chords. Again, we're learning this shit together, guys, okay? So we're right here now. Okay, so I don't need to go up that far. So. went to right to like, ska. Right to 311 right there. That's a 311 strumming pattern if I ever heard one. If I ever heard one. Strings 3, 4, and 5. Into the last 4. Yo, the bottom 3. We're doing the 4, 5, 6. 6, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Oh, I can't do that one there. So I really love doing the augmented chords because they're way easier for me because the shapes are identical up and down the fretboard. They don't change that much, and it's just I don't even have to look at them because I know what the shapes are and I know what it sounds like. The diminished chords, they fuck with my head a little bit. Like I just can't wrap my mind around it. I don't know why. It's not that hard. Like I don't know. My bad, shotties. Let's get right into this. I'm gonna play through this twice again, so you can hear it. God, I love this song. I love this song. That's got Lamborghini Countach written all over it, son. That shit is crazy. Ray-Ban Aviators, Miami, 1980s. This fucking reeks of the 1980s. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. I gotta hit this riff. I gotta nail this riff, though. For real. This shit is so fire. So good. Yeah, I see somebody's written on the channel. I didn't see this before. That's my bad, Shotty. I can't. I can't see your. I can't see your comments. It's tune. The song that I just played. Or are you talking about the? What are you talking about? Thank you. It's a PRS. It is a Santana Edition PRS. If you are talking about the tuning of the actual guitar, sometimes you guys will hear it, and you guys will be like, it's out of tune. And the answer to that question is, technically speaking, you are right, but it's not for the reasons you think it is. My guitar is out of tune because it needs to be re-intonated. And when I tune it, it will get out of tune real quick. And so I try to tune it before every session, even though I'm practicing a little bit beforehand, but it gets out of tune real quick because it needs to be re-intonated, which means I have to take it into the shop. It's basically where they make sure that the string length with respect to the size of the frets, that it's equal from the neck, from the nut all the way down to the bridge, okay? it just has to be re-intonated. Okay, that's all that is. Okay, I apologize if I had a second or third guitar, I'd be playing that instead, so that I don't have to work with about the intonation and worry about the tuning. But my guitar is a little out of whack at the moment, and I don't, so I don't have money to take it in yet to the shop. So in the month of February, in a couple of days, I'm going to try to take it into the shop. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, depending. Actually, I can't take it until the week of the 16th because that's the only week I have off. So that's when I have to do it. And then I got to figure out during that period of time if they have to keep the guitar for a couple days, and I got to figure out if I got to borrow somebody else's guitar while I'm on the live stream session. So a couple logistical things that are happening. That's what's going to happen. So anyway, if you guys are commenting on the tuning of the guitar, it's not, for me, it's not the tuning. It's my guitar has to be re-intonated. I just don't have the equipment to do it, so I got to take it into the shop. So shout out to you guys. Let's work on this riff. I'm going to work on it for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to go to the OD Polyphia riff. And like I said, next week I found the the tabs online that were deleted previously. So somebody else, I guess, had redone the tabs. I've got to check them out again because the way that it's written is not the same way I learned to play it because I've played it using somebody else's tabs. And when somebody writes tabs, they're considered an interpretation because they didn't write the song. So they have to imagine what it's like to do, and you have to understand the finger logistics, literally where the fingers go at a particular moment in time and how it's played. There's a lot of things that go into that. So I have to relearn basically the beginning part of the song that I've learned before I start posting that again or start working on a live stream. So anyway, let's see if I can do this. So let's start from the beginning. So this is what the beginning sounds like. So it's I'm going to start working on, so I'm going to have to put that on hold because we're working on for that 5 minutes. I'm going to go right into the metronome, work on the OD Polyphia riff. Guys, tomorrow is the improvisational session. So I'll be doing improv the whole entire way except for the warm-ups we're doing in the beginning. I may or may not introduce a different warm-up, a different warm-up that I've looked at. It either may be a legato one or one that involves alternate picking, one of the two. I'll probably do one that's an alternate picking though, because for some reason my upstrokes with this new picking grip are, how would you describe it besides using the word sus? They are dragging, meaning or they're rushing, my bad, and they're playing it a little. It's like playing it a little bit before the beat, and I don't know why that keeps happening, but it's super annoying. Throws off my whole internal rhythm, like, for sure. So. Yeah. Now we're gonna go right into the OD Polyphia riff, or the OD Polyphia. We're going into the backing tracks. I played that one 3 or 4 times consecutively, which I didn't. I should have thrown out how many times I should play it together, so what my objective is. So that's another thing I have to do this year, is to add, to make sure every practice session I have a kind of objective with certain exercises. That helps me stay on track. So that's one thing I didn't do last year that I am doing this year. I'm trying to make sure that I am being cognizant of the work that I'm putting in. Like at the gym, like let's just use this as an example. Like at the gym, you're saying, how do I know that I did better today than I did yesterday? Well, let's say I only did 12 reps yesterday, or let's say I only did 10 reps yesterday of, let's say, bench press. Today, I did better than I did yesterday if I did 11. So similarly, I'm trying to apply that concept to guitar and trying to make sure that that is how I track my progress. Because a lot of times we don't see the progress because we don't take an active look at how we're practicing, what we're practicing, and what limitations, or what goals we have for every individual practice. And that's something I'm trying to get better at. So I apologize I hadn't done that. I wasn't good at that last year. That is a promise I've made to myself this year, and I have tried to really be cognizant of it, but I really need to announce how I'm going to do those every single day. So hopefully in the month of February, I'll make that more clear, okay? Let's get right to it, okay? We're going to go work on these backing tracks. These are obviously in D major. Okay, we're going to toggle back between E major and F major next week as we do the E and F major chords. Major scales too, in minor pentatonics. Turn this down a little bit because I have to be able to hear myself play. Oh, chords are D major, A major, E minor, and then G, in case that wasn't clear. So. That just happened to end perfectly. I did not do that on purpose. Again, but you can tell the comfortability I have playing some of this stuff. Like if you haven't been watching the channel for a long time, you could just tell that my comfortability, at least my confidence, is growing because I'm starting to make the connections between the chords and the relationships they have with those scales. It only took me 18 months to do so, an hour a day every time I've been on this live stream, but at the same time, you see it happening. Okay, you can see it pretty. So when you're watching this channel, I want people to take note. It's been 20 months, I should say, because technically the first month I started was April, so about 21 months. But I'm starting to understand improv more, which means that at least for an hour a day, that it's working. What I'm doing, the work, the effort I'm putting in is working, which is good. It's not going to happen every single time, but the comfortability that at least I feel and that I can hear is noticeable. And if you look at the videos that I did this year, that I've done so far this year, the improv stuff at the very end of every video, or you go back to what I did last year at the same time, you will see the fucking difference is night and day. That I felt good this time last year, but not on this level. Like I struggled with it, but now I'm feeling a hell of a lot more confident. And that means something. This one is D, A, B minor, and G. Okay? Those are the D major, A major, B minor, and then G chords. So confidence way up there. Not good, not as great as the last one before, but it's just the skill set. My skill set is getting way better. Not because I'm getting better, just because I'm just like, oh, I'm awesome. No, it's because because of the practice I'm putting in, my neurons are making the neuronal connections necessary for me to understand how these things fit together, which is important, guys. I want to say shout out to all of you guys who were able to make it on the stream. I understand Friday sucks. Nobody wants to be here on a Friday because it fucking sucks being here on a Friday. Nobody wants to be here and working and doing practicing stuff because it's never fun. Things that are fun are writing music and jamming, okay? And that's we try to get all this other stuff out of the way. I remember Joe Satriani said this. He used to go before he had class, before he went to school. I don't know if he was talking about conservatory or high school or whatever. But he said he would like to go home or in the morning and practice everything, the rudimentary stuff, the fundamental shit, so that later he could just jam and write music with his friends. Similarly, it's like when I eat my vegetables. I eat my vegetables before I eat my steak because I don't like vegetables as much and I want to eat steak, but I want to savor the steak. So I'll do all the stuff that I have to do first and then I get to eat my steak later. So similar concept applies. We do all the boring shit first so that we can do the fun stuff afterwards, which is really, really cool. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on the stream today. Yeah, I don't really like to go over my spiel at the end like the whole thing, but I'm going to go over it briefly so that people know that people that are here can be hearing it if they weren't here at the beginning. Guys, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. If you haven't done so already, I ask you to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the instrumentals I post every single day. I would love to hear people's thoughts on it. These are instrumentals I spend about an hour working on, an hour and 15 minutes, give or take. I kind of mix and master it together. I don't do the actual mixing and mastering process, which I should be clear about, but I do enough mixing and mastering on the song to make sure that it's mixed and mastered correctly before I actually mix and master it, because if I had to bounce down every track, it would take me damn near 45 minutes just to bounce down the tracks because my computer's so slow. Cause your boy Porter buy a new one, to Porter buy a new one. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. For those of you confused about that, I'm gonna tell you what the channel is about. The channel is about 4 things. It's about the practice session, about the improvisational section. It's about me creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X, singing, songwriting, writing different parts, doing different sound design projects, writing different guitar parts, things of that nature. And obviously, it's the last thing is for me to help continue building this channel, building it better by looking back at the old videos that I saved that are replay videos that you can watch again, and just getting advice from people so I can grow at least to get 500 to 1,000 subscribers so I can get involved in the Amazon affiliate and the YouTube partnership program so I don't have to ask people to do the second thing, which is to donate to the channel. I understand times are financially tough for everyone. It is a terrible time. The dollar is terrible right now. We all know this. It is not a big deal. If you cannot donate to the channel directly, you can donate indirectly. But directly, if you'd like to make a donation to the channel, you can do so through my Ko-fi account. That's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. It is located in the description. It is located in the chat. And you can make a donation of €1 or more to the channel if you'd like to do so. If you decide you don't want to, you don't have to. You can check out my cryptocurrency referral links if you want to sign up for cryptocurrency and help out with the channel that way. That's the indirect way. When you sign up using my referral links, you will get perks and benefits that you would never be offered otherwise. Those perks and benefits they offer you, whether it be $20 cash back or $100 off trading fees, they will offer me the same thing as I'm the referring client because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back in the platform. That is how it helps out with the channel. Again, you don't have to do that either. The third thing is really the easiest way to help me with the channel is to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It is free, okay? Helping me grow my YouTube channel obviously is great, but also helping me grow my other platforms would be helpful to my YouTube channel. Meaning, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and now Discord. Help me grow those other platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. And help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other platforms because one hand washes the other. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to end the stream. I want to say thank you so much for those of you who've been here, those of you who are always here, those of you who can only be here for the replay section, and those of you who can only watch from time to time. Thank you, all of you guys. Shout out to Weakfoot, bro. I hope you're doing better. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all your time. I go by the name Muzzy McGee, you guys. This is my channel. This is my platform. And I'm going to continue to build this thing brick by brick, but with your help, we can make it happen more quickly. Okay, love you. Bye.